Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have a quick and kind of infuriating update to share with you about Frank Artiles. So, if you guys have been watching the show for any length of time, you know I've been following this case for 4 years now, literally. For those of you who aren't aware of this case, there's a full playlist if you go to Raw News and Politics on YouTube. It is under the title of Fake Candidate Case. You can see all the background on this, get all the details. Other related cases are there as well. So here's a quick recap of who this man is, how he ended up getting convicted. It was revealed shortly after the 2020 election that Artiles was being investigated for carrying out a scheme to swing a Florida election to the Republican in the race, which was Ileana Garcia. So this guy, Artiles, by the way, he's a real piece of work, like just blatant racist, called one of his colleagues the N-word and had like a racist meltdown with several black colleagues of his years ago, got basically run out of the Senate. He was himself a state senator. So after this scheme came to light, his home was searched. Over the past several years, it was revealed that, yes, he actually paid a man named Alex Rodriguez almost $50,000 to run for a seat in the Florida State Senate. Rodriguez agreed, and then it started to come out in the press that this guy is refusing media interviews, he's not campaigning, he's not fundraising. Well, that's because Rodriguez is what's referred to as a ghost candidate. So ghost candidates aren't actually trying to win the race. They're just trying to siphon enough votes away from another candidate, in this instance, the Democrat, to allow the Republican to win. So it worked. Ileana Garcia won by very few votes. And it's because mailers were sent out to the voters. They portrayed Rodriguez as a progressive Democrat, but he was running as an independent. So he snagged just enough votes to put Ileana Garcia in office. So Artiles has now been convicted. He was convicted in September of this year. They got him on 3 crimes, which were excessive campaign contributions, conspiring to make campaign contributions, and procuring the falsification of a candidate oath form. On Monday of this week, the judge sentenced him to 60 days in prison, 5 years of probation for each of the 3 crimes, and 500 hours of community service. And then he ordered Artiles to basically just stay away from politics. He said he is barred from any involvement in politics. Don't know how they plan to police that last requirement. How are they ever going to find out if he's doing things on the down low? But anyway, I just can't believe you can get away with things like this. You can literally cheat like this in an election, actual election fraud, not the BS fantasy, fairy tales that Trump and his cult were pushing. And yet this guy gets a slap on the wrist, and there is nothing that can be done to change the results. Ileana Garcia was allowed to keep her seat. She got that seat through fraud, but she is allowed to remain there because under the current laws, there is no remedy for this kind of situation. So when MAGAs try to tell you, oh, well, see, Florida is just this hardcore red state, that's why we control all branches of the government there. No. This type of thing plays a huge part in why Florida has been hijacked by Republicans. Because as I've mentioned before, this was not the only fake candidate that they ran in 2020. This is just the only case that involved enough money that it made it illegal. So it is perfectly legal to run a ghost candidate in not just Florida, but throughout the country. You can literally do this, rig an election, and there's no law against it. As long as you're not paying them large sums of money that run afoul of campaign finance laws, under false pretenses, not a problem. So we need an overhaul of our laws in this country, obviously. But if I hear any more about Artiles, I will let you know. He is apparently planning to appeal. I don't know why. I guess he can't leave well enough alone, but I'll let you know. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, even though the outcome sucked. Please share this video with others so that they know that this stuff is going on. Please subscribe if you have not. If you can donate, truly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.